Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. Very calming sounds. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me on this stream. How is everyone? Glad to see some of the usual suspects that we have. How are you guys doing? We only lack the lullaby. Indeed, Alex. How are you, man? Were you guys snow running? Sorry, couldn't join a while ago. I saw the notification from Jack. Hey, Sonoma. How are you? And Patrick, welcome back, guys. We're both in Jack's stream as well. Hey, Ernab. Thanks for joining if you're still here. Welcome, welcome, Usman. Big brain time. Thanks for joining. Hipster, how are you? Close enough, man. Close enough. Hey, Scripts, how have you been? Ready to see some unfortunate events? I think we'll have plenty of those here. Or maybe not. Because the map we're checking out today has been certified Clumsy approved. And the roads are very safe in terms of signage, in terms of warnings. So we'll see. We'll see. I can't blame anyone else if I get into a pickle this time, because the map itself is so far, from what we've seen, one of the best ever, especially when it comes to the 1:1, the very large-scaled maps. Snow running, I see. Hey, Deso? Indeed. Perfect timing, man. Hey, AK. How are you? Welcome back. Now I jinxed it indeed. Yar, Jack. How was snow running? More cabins? Hopefully that worked this time. Do you guys have to do the workaround every time? So yes, we are checking out a new map today. I have been checking it out the past few days in YouTube as well. If anyone is not yet familiar with that YouTube page that we have, !YouTube gets you there. Now only if the game will load properly. Okay, there we go. And now if I can show you that one. There it is. Good. Kapow. Cabin's done. Wow. Congrats. What is this? So we have DAF NTT here as well. I have not tried it out. I downloaded it though. So maybe later, if we are in the mood, we can switch trucks to a more classic one, because we're starting things off in a very futuristic, very modern looking truck. The Actros 5 by the Actros 5 crew, which has a gazillion triangles in there for NASA certified PCs only. But that's Pomezania, as simple as it gets. This map is not only Clumsy friendly, it's load order friendly as well. There's only one file, so can't go wrong with the load order there. We have Project Next Gen textures, and we have Naturalux, at least until as far as we can take it. And I think that's it. Not a lot of mods here. Yeah, so we'll start with those things. I have been trying out other graphics mods as well. Realistic graphics mod by Furkan, Realistic Brutal Weather by Cass. But I don't know. Naturalux is still the way for me. So as long as Naturalux can somewhat still work, I think I'll be keeping that one. Tesla? Alex is out of here. It is a fictional map indeed. So for those who are not familiar with Pomezania, this map is based in Poland. So the road signs, the way the roads look, they are Polish. And I think the cities are Polish as well. This is the map. But they're not really based on a real place. So they are fictional in that regard. So Polish themed roads, but overall very fictional indeed, which is perfect for me because I'm not really familiar with Poland anyway. So as long as I get some nice signage, some clumsy friendly roads, I'm more than happy with that. And you can see some yellow roads here already. We've been exploring the past few videos in YouTube. So we'll continue with that. There's actually a video coming out later, I think, where we explored the highway, this E1. Got a glimpse of how the highways looked at here in this map, because this map is very varied. There is a major highway. There are lots of country roads, forest roads, however you call them, and there are even dirt roads. And the dirt roads are perfect because Sound Fix's mod by Drive Safely has been updated a couple of days ago. He managed to finally lessen the volume of the gravel sounds. Remember that like shouting gravel sounds that we've been having before? Yeah, that should be more in tune now. Silently raging. Italy looks very strange. I think Bengan has been coordinating with Pavolon, because Bengan is also interested in making a world background map for this, a satellite image. So I think he was asking Pavolon if the map is based on any real life map, and if so, then Bengan can make a background map for it. First, hey Scotsman, Happy New Year. Long time no see, how have you been? What have you been up to? Alright, first and foremost, let's see how much of a beast this is. Let's see. And I'll check it out in-game as well later. Right now, we'll be happy enough with the triangle counts in the main menu. So let's see. A default truck is around 1 million triangles in the exterior. The DAF NTT is even more optimized. This is by XBS. I'm sure Alex is a fan of this. Classic as classic gets. Less than 1 million triangles, 860,000. But the truck that we're driving with today, which one is it? Is this one? Is it this one? Let me see, huh? Oh, this is not bad actually. This is 800. Oh, no. There's an extra zero. Is it 8 million? Can you guys see? 8096313315. So yeah, it is 8 million compared with the Actros from SCS, which is 700,000. So it's like more than 10 times more the number of triangles. So it's like loading in 10 trucks. Holy pixels. Yeah. And if that's looking pretty scary, then I expect it's much worse in the interior, because in the interior of the new Actros by SCS, we have 2.3 million here, 2.3 million, and in this one we have 17 million. So that's like what, 8 times more, something along those lines. So yeah, that's looking pretty scary. 1 second, huh? Yeah, okay. We're getting 100. So how that translates in FPS, we're getting 104 FPS here with 17 million triangles, with the SES truck, we are getting... Oh, because I locked it to 120. It's not going to be very informative. But yeah, we're getting 20 more FPS and my GPU is not even maxed out yet. So it can go even higher. So indeed, it has a huge FPS impact. Alright, but anyway, we'll drive with it first because it looks super futuristic. So we'll start with that and we'll adjust later. That being said, super futuristic probably doesn't match so much in this map because this is more of like, how do you say, rural roads? Is that an accurate description? But I'll show you. This might be a good start, going all the way to the north here. I'm not sure what kind of road that is, but we'll see. Atlantic Cod Filet. It's 1:25 PM, so that should be okay. Oh, it's my favorite skybox, guys. It's my favorite skybox ever from Naturalux. No clumsy friendly road. We will see, we will see. Have faith. Hey Panda, how are you, man? Alright. So, in here. Yeah. 10 million. It's not that bad here. Yeah, the main menu is pretty heavy in FPS. The garage there. 16. Yeah, that's okay. We'll manage. Still above 60, so shouldn't be felt in the stream at least. Good. Let's monitor that and adjust as we go. Alright, removing the console. This is how the truck looks for those who are not familiar with the Actros MP5. Beautiful startup. Huge GPS there and very futuristic looking dashboard. And you have these mirror cams. The mirror cams are a bit limited in range though. That's as up as I could do it. And the sounds are of course from Kriechbaum. Oh, Respanda, we're just starting. Woo. As Kriechbaum gets. Beautiful. Can we change the skybox? So I don't think I want to bear that for the entire time. That should be more cheery. Well, not as much. No beautiful clouds, but at least it's not as gloomy. Also, I'm starting to get worn down by the Frosty mod. I think it was perfect for the holidays, but now that we have the new year coming in, I think I'm ready to let it go. How about you guys? Do you still have Frosty mod on? I recorded a video yesterday of JBX graphics. I saw the JBX graphics for the first time in full. You know, everything in the textures and everything because I removed Frosty. And it was great looking. There should be a silent trucking video coming out later with that. Not later, on Sunday I think. Also, there's something that's nice sounding in the brakes of this truck. It's not something I've heard before. I think it might be a new addition by Kriechbaum. Look at how beautiful that looks, guys. How natural the forest looks on the side. The brakes of this truck are pretty raspy. And I'm not sure if that's the retarder or just the actual brakes. Let it go. AJ, how have you been? I finally caught up with Expanse. My goodness, Expanse is so good. The first few episodes I was just okay, but come episode 4, the excitement begins. Oi! Did I actually hit someone? Maybe. Almost. but no penalty. So no penalty, no hit. Good luck reading that sign. I leave that to you guys. Is he giving way? Kinda. You removed Frosty after December 25. Yeah, I had the same feeling. I was like, okay, I'm done. I want green stuff again. Feeling like Alex now. Alex, I don't think you ever turned on Frosty, huh? Get more than enough of that in real life. Where the Volvo at? The Volvo is in the garage. You can switch to that in the next job. If you guys are inclined for that truck more. Star Trek Discovery ended. Did the last episode for the season release already? I've caught up with it. I've watched until the episode 12, I think. 13 should be this week, right? Will it be releasing later? No penalty, it's not Clumsy trucking today. Nice. Cool, yeah, it was a bit of a cliffhanger. The last 2 episodes have been cliffhangers. But man, this map, it's nothing. It doesn't have any like fancy bells and whistles. It's just it just looks good. Like the textures that have been used are modern. Nothing feels old, so it's probably from the recent DLCs. The placement of the objects are very natural. It's like the real thing. Nothing feels just like plopped down or artificial. And I was mentioning this before that I was a bit skeptical initially, mainly because I'm lazy to try out new things. Lazy to create a new profile and set it up again. Just for a standalone map like this. But I'm glad that I mustered up enough work ethics, removed enough laziness to try it out, because yeah, it is fast becoming my favorite 1:1 map. It's a serious contender for Grand Utopia. I don't know which one is my favorite anymore. Okay, I'll do braking here. Oh, you can't hear it so much. But there's like a flap, like if you remember the Scania sounds. Is there music? Someone partying? Oh no, copyright strike. If you remember the Scania sound with the crackle, it somehow sounds like that, like a mild version of the crackle when you're braking. Maybe later if you manage to speed things up a bit. Hey, Sorokuski. Nice MB. How much FPS though? Yeah, we were just counting the triangles and checking the FPS a few minutes ago. It wasn't good. How is it now? Let's see. Yeah, still 80 plus thankfully. Nowhere near SCS levels, but yeah, definitely working the 3080. Thankfully, this map is pretty well optimized, so the truck can take all the FPS headroom. Eastern part of the SCS map, which is your favorite, northeastern. Like, you mean Baltics? The eastern part, like going east in particular, going east DLC, is not really something I am fond of. Not because of the places themselves, but because it is pretty old, and back then SES hasn't mastered the art of map making yet, so the interchanges were pretty standard, the prefabs were not realistic, you know, the textures were not very nice looking, very dated looking still. So going east in particular is not my favorite, so I'm happy to see Poland, these Polish roads, Polish looking roads, have the proper attention in this map. Not sure if that will work actually. It might not. Let's have a look outside. I guess we have a chance. Now I have zero visibility on my right. Around Latvia. Ah, yes, yes. The Baltic region is very nice. Very scenic. Lots of country roads. Guys think that will work? Apparently, European trailers are much more maneuverable than American ones. Ah, something feels wrong with my headset. 1 second. Okay. Okay, that looks better. Easy does it. Little bit sharper turn. See if we can make that work. I don't think so, but we'll see. Oh, I think that can work. Can it? Maybe a little adjustment and then we should be good. 1 sec, give me a few seconds and I'll get back to you in chat. These mirror cams sure are pretty handy though. The visibility is just so good. That is until someone breaks the camera outside. I think in reality the truck drivers are not very fond of this. Or I guess depending on the model, on the reliability of the cameras. There we go. Has anyone heard of like actual real feedback from truck drivers? If they're fond of this new trend of mirror cams. I think it's starting to get implemented as well for actual cars. Do we want rain? Okay, well, let's keep rain so we can highlight the usefulness of these mirror cams. Okay, can get back to chat. XBS is working on another truck. Ooh. What is it this time? ETS or ATS? Flexis 3080. Not 4K yet. 4K 144. 3080 might be a bit lacking in that department. That might be a 3090 or more, especially with the not so optimized game like this. Do not crash, no promises, man. Ah, there you go, Jay. So Bengan was working with Pavolon on that, and Pavolon informed Bengan that yes, it is indeed based on an actual island. Falk Islands, I see. Which country is that from? Is that also Poland? Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like something I heard from The Crown. When you switch games from ATS to ETS2, you forget how to drive. Yeah, it feels different, doesn't it? You forget that you have a hood in front if you're driving in ATS. And you forget how different the trailers are in terms of maneuverability. So he's called Clumsy. Why? No penalty. What Clumsy? No such thing. Thanks for following. Welcome to the channel, guys. Feel free to join us in chat. So our friendly community, are you guys friendly? Can welcome you. Hey, drive safely. Perfect timing, man. Welcome back, man. Happy New Year. How have you been? I was just talking about the sound fixes mod, and I'm very thankful that you tuned the gravel sounds, because this map has a lot of those gravel roads, and it would be great, perfect, that we'd have the well-balanced gravel sounds now. So perfect timing there, thank you. Hey Emil, welcome back. How have you been? 9498 Mercedes Axor. Ah. It's probably going to be a classic again, huh? XPSS works are always nice. Very different from the usual trucks that you get used to. The modern ones. Yeah, the steering wheel is very high quality. I like it too. There are even a couple of options here. You can change it to wood finish, I think, something like that. If I play MP, what server do I play? Not often do I play MP, but if I do, I would be in the Pro Mod server for ETS2, or for ATS it would be the simulation server. I should not forget that roads are slippier now when it's raining.
A few moments later.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's the equivalent. Doing good, Emil. Happy it's Friday for me. Excited for the weekend. Some downtime again. Red light. Dang it. It's too awkward to stop. What is that emote, Spark? So how are you, man? Welcome back. Fancy truck indeed. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that I can run it properly. Because even the beefiest PCs will have a hard time running trucks this complex with the limited optimization that we have at the moment. So I'm happy enough I'm getting decent FPS. TGIF indeed, Kamaste. How are you? What have you guys been playing recently? Trucking, flying, Red Dead 2, Red Dead Online, Star Wars, all the stuff. Snow Runner. You checking out the new map? Delivering cabins like Jack? You play Pro Mod server and in North Finland area. Nice. Yeah, those who play in Pro Mod server are the good guys, I would say. Less trolls there from my limited experience. Yeah. Goodness. That caught me that time. Going to have the Volvo later on. We could, if people want it. You sound like you sure do like it. So I'm happy to switch trucks later after this job. Cabin delivery doesn't work for me. Any comments, Alex and Jack? I think he'll link you to the German video now. Photo taking time. After this car passes. That one. Trucking and waiting for a new Pro Mods version. Any hints if that's coming soon? I haven't heard of any impending releases. Then again, not the best person for news related stuff. Yeah, it's in the mods list. Look for the Actros MP5 by the Actros 5 crew. Just beware, your FPS will take a bit of a break. As we saw a while ago, it's like loading 10 trucks in one in terms of the number of triangles, polygons. Oh, that's decent enough. There you go, the cabin fix. Is that a German video? Dang it, why isn't Nightbot blocking you there? Oh! Slow down, there's a speed radar, they say. That speed limit came out of nowhere that time. That might be either I missed something or that speed limit change was pretty late. Hey Venkat, thanks for joining, welcome to the stream. Are you a truck sim fan as well? It feels so cozy here in the cab though, huh? It's very nice, the contrast outside where it's rainy, it's gloomy, and you're here in the cab like this, where everything feels like warm and fuzzy, especially with our dog Rex there. He looks happy. He also fits the theme of the color of the cabin. Very nice. Hey NL, how are you man? Have you seen this map before? Pomezania. Cannot recommend it enough. Didn't get a notification. Hello Twitch. Color coordinated dog, yeah. If only you could paint him as well. Oh, that's bad. Hey Joshi, welcome. How are you? Yeah, but yeah, just look at the how this looks, guys. Just it looks so natural, doesn't it? It looks exactly like what you would expect if you're driving through these kinds of roads. You have these winding, elevating roads. You have all the signage you could expect, the double lines, the chevrons, the speed limit and warning signs. And you have all these trees, all varied, all placed very naturally. Nothing like the how do you say, you know, like the super aligned trees that don't look natural, that look very artificial and man-made. You don't get that feeling at all with these kinds of placements. I can imagine driving through something like this. In the Philippines, we would have lots of areas like this as you're traveling north or even south, away from the capital actually. So this kind of scenery looks very familiar. Except for the road signs. The road signs, we would have none of those road signs nor speed limits. But the trees at least will be there for sure. Roads are not clumsy friendly. What makes you say that? So far from what we've seen, they seem to be. Big fan of ETS2 and ATS. Nice. Oh, that's great to hear, Venkat. Glad you made it to the stream as well. Glad you are enjoying the videos. Your dog is metallic. Cyberpunk dog. Doggy Silverhand. Enough speed finds in his map. I can imagine. Me? I never get speeding violations. I'm the perfect driver. Yeah, look at that. Speed limit went down to 50 right before you reach this bend. Very nice attention to detail. In some cases, there would even be lines there, yellow lines. Applause and rip. Sure thing, Jay. Real truck driver? Me? No, not me. I'm just a guy who misses driving. I don't get to drive in real life anymore. Not since 2019, I guess. Because I can only drive when I'm in the Philippines. And I haven't been able to fly back because of the situation we're in. Does Grand Utopia still update their map? Yes, they do. Last time I checked in the forums, My Godness was teasing a new area, so there is something in progress. We're just not sure when it'll get released. Yeah, exactly. Elevation changes are so good. When the road is super flat, it's not as exciting, is it? It's like when the road is super straight and super flat, that's the most boring looking road ever. If it's windy, then it looks pretty good. But if it's wiggling up and down at the same time, that's when it gets interesting. And then add onto that all these roads, all these sceneries. Speaking of sceneries, let's take one here. Ooh, fighting a sneeze. Soon you'll end up in the ground. Thank you for the well wishes. Hey Slider, how have you been, man? Happy New Year. Where have you been driving recently? Take one like that. Even if it's raining, you can still make it quite nice. Actually, the rain added to the ambiance of this foresty area. Made it just so much more foresty. Come back, Jay, that was fast. Hey, Tank. Can't drive in real life because I am living in Singapore, where the prices of cars are super expensive. So, not managing to drive here, taking public transpo here instead. Only rich guys and multi-generation families have cars here. So I am all that craving for driving. I am pouring into Truck Sim, which is great. So no complaints here. But then yeah, even if I could drive in Singapore, I probably wouldn't for the most part. Because public transport is just really good already. Oh, we could have gone through that city. One sec, what is that? Biala Gora. Maybe later as we go back, we can pass through there. Yeah, the destination is quite near. What happened to NL? Not sure either, but yeah, it looks like it's gone for good. Discord is down. Website is down. Yeah, exactly what Alex said. Vicina Polska, has that been updated? Oh, I haven't driven that in a while. Is there a 139 friendly version of it? I remember the author of this map, Avalon, also had a hand in the Vicina Polska by Matamet originally. I think that's what he said at least. 139, oh cool. Has it been expanded? I guess so, huh? I think I tried only the initial version of it. Not sure how far it's gone since. Was that a Lamborghini Miura behind? Did you see something? Oh, I didn't notice. Of course I didn't notice. Goodness. I shouldn't have any sports car mods though, unless that came with the map here. Look how the road signs are just complete like that, even with the road markings like so. Oh, testing the braking of the new truck. It works. The engine brake toggle, there is a sound which I like. It's a shame there is no animation for it. Where would the engine brake toggle be for this truck anyway? I guess it would be there. Probably that lever. Or that could be the retarder. Released on Christmas Eve. Ah, I didn't catch wind of that. Nice. Maybe I can check it out again. Truck Sims kept you sane during the quarantine too, as you like driving in real life. Yeah. I would like to drive again in real life, but not in Singapore. The place is too small to drive. Even if I could, it wouldn't be that fun. It would mostly be functional and not for leisure. Like road trips. Road trips are not a thing here. You'd be able to drive end to end of the island in, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours at most. Traffic light coming up ahead, it said. Ah, there it is. Yeah, and you can expect that to go red as we get close, of course. Yeah, that's a good description, Panda. Feels like NL is on life support now. True. Yeah. Well, hopefully with 1.40, we won't really need graphics mods. We can have graphics mods for more details, but hopefully it will be like a nice to have and not an essential thing. Usman seems to be very well bent on our demise here. Why do you want me to crash? Ah, behind you on the bridge. Nice, that might be the thumbnail shot there. Good catch. Lamborghini is a classic car. Ah, okay. Then that might be a part of the classic car pack that I have. Because that one I do have. Rain finally stopped. I'm using Project Next Gen for textures for the road and the trees. Roads and trees, and then I have NL for the weather. Can you play that Pro Mods version in 142? Not sure what you mean. Which Pro Mods version? Here we are. That was quick. The only limitation of this map is it's pretty small for now, being an initial release. But yeah, I'm hoping Pavolon gets enough encouragement and drive to continue the project and expand on it, because I would sure love a humongous map like this. Traveling for hours on these kinds of roads, listening to podcasts, listening to music. Oh, it's amazing stuff. Adding more variety to the rain sounds. Ooh, that would be amazing. Like which sounds in particular for rain? The pitter patter? I love hearing that. Although I'm not sure if NL overrides it. I think the last time I checked it did. Although now, with the life support systems we have in place for NL, might not even work anymore. Where is that parking? There, on the right. Should be a pretty straightforward parking. This one is pretty spacious. Full-blown distribution center or warehouse. Yeah, John Ruda has a next-gen Scania T. I'm actually quite tempted with that. Maybe the next time he updates it, I will purchase it. Not sure if it has gotten an update recently, so I'm not pretty up to date there. And it's pretty pricey, I guess. It's one of his pricier trucks. Maybe around 30 USD, my estimate. I don't know the official price. Man, I'm liking this mirror cam. Very functional. So easy to see. Don't even need to zoom in or look back. Bug. Perfect. My brother-in-law loves to do that. Mrs. Clumsy's brother. When he parking, and he guides you on the parking. He tells you, yeah, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe. Blug. Sometimes you actually get caught and you're not sure if it happened for real. I'm missing something. Can't quite place it. Who did that yay this time? Goodness. You guys are sadists. Yeah, that will work. You guys manage it from here. Oh yeah, that is a great looking steering wheel. It should be with 10 million triangles in that steering wheel alone. It should be great. Good. Perfect parking, I would say. Nailed it. Road through Ginty. Where is that? I was looking for that road, in particular the road with the Polish standoff. This one, Gonti? Okay, let's go there. But first, let's switch trucks. So let me ask the people, which truck would you prefer, the Volvo FH or the DAF NTT? Hey Mark! Come back, man. DAF NTT. Volvo yuck. Oh no, I think we need a poll now. Looks pretty half-half here. How do you do that poll thing again? Sisu. Sisu is not part of the choices at the moment. Unfortunately, I don't have that mod active. Oh, apparently I have not chosen any skill point here. Let's pick one. I don't like just-in-time delivery, so I won't be choosing that one. There you go. Take a poll in Poland? Oh my goodness, that deserves a badumts. I think Alex and Jack are rubbing off on Jay. There is a viewpoint here we can explore. Thank you for the poll. You can vote now, guys. I see it there. There's a timer as well, and while that's happening, there we go. The poll started. Thank you. Let's go and explore that viewpoint. Oh, yeah. Sisu, is that the one by RJL? Or is that by XBS? It sounds familiar. I'm sure I've driven that before, Sisu R500. But it's been a while. Haven't even checked if there's a 139 version of it. Where the heck is this guy going? See, an employee? They both have their own versions of it. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh, actually, no, they're just making a U-turn, just exploring the scenery. It's nice though. You can see the attention to detail there. I half expected the cars to just disappear, but Pavolon made this in a way that he routed the AI properly, so they're just looping around, but they're not magically disappearing when they reach an end of a junction, which is a very common problem in map mods. It's very easy to miss some of those. So it just shows you the level of attention that he's putting into his map. Hey Jesse, how are you, man? Good luck in Rocket League. Enjoy. The DAF won 67%. Oh, it's a close fight. Okay, let's go with the DAF then. Usman, you can check out the silent trucking videos in the meantime in YouTube if you're really into the Volvo. And there should be a Volvo video coming out later, a silent trucking one, where we explore the highway of Pomezania. So you should enjoy that, I hope. With Kriechbaum sounds, of course. There's the viewpoint. Let's get some music in here. Or 500, I see. ASAP. How are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, for those who are Flight Sim fans, Working Title has just released a new version of their CJ4. Too bad I missed it. I would have streamed it last Wednesday. Seemed to have new and exciting features. I'll definitely be checking it out over the weekend. I hope I can make a vid on it. It's pretty interesting. Holding patterns, custom waypoints, stuffs and things and like. I'm pretty excited about the holding patterns. That might allow us to do procedure turns into approaches. That's something that has been missing, and having that as part of the FMS would be pretty cool. And this is a pretty nice view. Yeah, even the way that Pavolon makes these viewpoints, they are very natural. The panning, and then it always ends with that last scene where it's like going back to your truck. So you're coming from the truck and then going back to the truck. So it's not like, where am I now? Like you won't get disoriented with it. Cool. Right. Let's go and get a DAF NTT. Let's configure it. I should have enough garage space here. DAF NTT duty. There we go. Classic. Duty, cab sleeper, or custom sleeper. That looks pretty cool. That one's pretty compact, but this I think I like the look of this one. With the stacks. Where are the stacks now? There we go. It's weird. 6x4 chassis, longer chassis for the longer cabin, makes sense. Now I'm not sure about the engine sound though, because these are not Kriechbaum, these are XBS. I hope they're good. Let's get 345. I think that's pretty reasonable. 16 speeds without retarder. So this will feel more like an Eaton Fuller and a US truck kind of thing with 16 speeds and no retarder. Okay, we can work with that. Classic-y goodness. Not much change there. Oh, we do have a change there. Nice seats on the standard. The exclusive is more fancy and color coordinated though. Let's go with exclusive. Konnichiwa! Weissman-san! We're from Flight Sim. Thanks for the heads up. Sure thing, Mark. Enjoy. Let me know how it goes. CJ4 mod. Even better than before. 0.9.0 now. Hey. Let's just get a simple color. I'm not a fan of this bright orange color though. So let's pick something a bit more subdued. Brown maybe? Does that look a bit too plain? Let's go green since it's foresty stuff. Green, brown kind of thing. Bit army looking. That one. I like that pretty pastelish look. Right, Osman. Enjoy. Catch you next time. Thanks for dropping by, for hanging out. Lots of other options here too. DAF stock. It's too excessive. Looks like something from Mad Max or Twisted Metal. You guys played that before, Twisted Metal? I like the stock more. Highlights the contrast. Oh, interesting. Only one side? Oh, okay. Why the front mirror? It's not a hood mirror. Or I guess it is, but I'm only one side. Alexa! Reminds you of Mudrunner. Yeah, it does seem like one of those, huh? DAF Blue. I'm not a fan of that stone guard. Air filter. Looks a bit off, doesn't it? It feels like a jug. You put alcohol there or something. And you have a spout here, just when you're thirsty. Looks very different. Face mask. Ooh, interesting. One sec. Oh, we have to have that. Yeah. Wear your masks, guys. Mask responsibly. Paint. Chrome. Tricky. Chrome. Roof air conditioning. That seems to fit. I like that. Whew. Stock or chrome? I think chrome does fit this truck pretty well. Chrome and paint is not so bad. Let's add some beacons. Rough looking. Yeah, we'll need that. Roof deflector because we'll probably be carrying... Yeah, that's a good point though. What trailer would fit here? Paint or plastic? I kind of like plastic for the contrast, but let's go with paint. Seems to be more color coordinated. Chrome. I like XBS trucks because it has just enough customization in there. Like it's not just one size fits all. You can be a bit creative, but it's not overly customizable. So it's not overwhelming. I like the balance of it. Just enough for my needs. Because if you give me too many dots, I will get overwhelmed and I'll stay away from the truck. It's too daunting a task. Chrome fuel tank, US style. Let's go with that aluminum one. Kinda looks more rugged. Okay, can try. It's the same here, left and right. What is that? US style. Well, we are in Polandish. Let's go with that then. So with that old school DAF mudguard. Looking good there. I think I'm pretty happy with that look. Twisted Metal 3. Is there still a new Twisted Metal? Oh, good old days. PS1 days, was it? I think that was the last time I tried. Ah, interesting though. What should we pick for the wheels here? Would an Alcoa like that fit? It doesn't seem like it will. Looks like we have to make it like steel or something. Oh, maybe not that. Like that one. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, let's make it like that. Chrome cap, no, it doesn't work. Chrome, I don't think works very well with that one. Might be a bit too much. Just the basic stuff there at the bottom. No, not you. Let's make this quick. Plastic, standard steel safety ring. That should be okay. Maxion. Is that a brand? Yeah. Pretty good with that. Tires. I want more black tires. Usually I just pick 315/70, so there is less risk of having a hard time fitting in through the different trailers, attaching to the trailers. What's a nice old school looking tire here? That one looks pretty classic looking. Continental. Eco Plus 315/70. There you go. Cool. Okay, so okay with that. You know, if you have more recommendations. Oh, that looks much better. Although this one doesn't now. Might have to go back to standard. Yeah, standard I think fits more here. Just a tad better. Good old steam engine. Oh, farming. Nice. So let's get the mask in there. Let's get some sunglasses. That seems to fit here. I don't like those air filters. That one looks pretty nice, although I'm not sure what it's used for. We definitely need a GPS. That one is cool, but we won't have the speed limit indicator, so we'll have to pick that one. It looks cool anyway. What the heck is that? Anyone familiar with that? Cartoon mole. I don't think I've ever watched that cartoon before. SCS air freshener. That looks pretty classy. Although the Apple one seems to fit the color, so let's stick with that one. I'm wondering, does the air conditioning... It does. Cool. Okay, let's go with air conditioning. Delivery report. Oh, no Rex. Where's our dog? Yikes. A weekend bag. A book. Why not? Yeah, it's nice that there are cabin accessories here. Trucker in here. ETS2 game box. Why not? A truck bag. It's pretty cool looking, although I would like the blanket better. Seems to fit more. Cool. Right, I think we're good. Steering wheel. Oh, I do like that vintage one. Feels like a ship now. A white one or a black one, guys? I think I like the vintage. I'm not sure which one would fit better. Any opinions? I grab a drink, some tequila. What other simulator type games? Train sim. If you're looking for sims. Scotsman would have a lot of recos there. or transport fever if you're into city builders with trains. ETS music. Who's lazy to update all your mods? My recommendation is to always have a vanilla profile, so you would always be able to just jump in and play. No need to update any mods. And eventually, you would be surprised at how much ETS2 has progressed. I know every time I jump into my vanilla profile, I was like, wow, this is not bad at all. Like, I don't need some of the mods I'm using anymore. We liked our color so black. Kartek is a Czech cartoon. Ah, I see. Maybe we should have that guy then. Let's look like... yeah, let's go with that guy. Blocks part of the tachometer. Oh, because of this rod thing here, huh? That's true. Yeah, so either that or that. Yeah, this one is more functional. I'll try and live with it. We'll see. Because this one is cool, but it's pretty classic looking. This one is a bit more exciting. Definitely in the mask. Good. Only 36k? Oh, I like that. We do have extra space here. There you go. Let's save it before we try it in case anything crashes. Experience has taught. Save often. Save early and often. DAF NTT. Let's do it. We're here already. There we are. Pretty quick. Should play it later today. Ah, you do. Nice. Oh, this truck is not looking too shabby. You have to change the shifter layout though, but should be able to make it work. Oh, the wheels don't fit though. You can see they're jutting out like that. It doesn't look very nice. Might have to adjust that. They might fall off any second now. Hey, it's not too shabby, huh? Sounds are not the best, but they are decent enough, I think. Definitely not Kriechbaum level, but I think we can live with that. We'll see. 66 is my favorite go-to point for FOV. We can probably go back one there. Oh, that should be okay. Mirrors, quite interesting. Why is that angle like that? I can't see anything. That should work, I think. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, there we go. You can see better now. And 4 would be... Ah, it changes both. That might be a bug. I'm expecting the small one there should be on this one. A wider field of view. Might be more of a bug. And then the front, I guess there should be like hood mirrors, but maybe it's not supported by ETS2 hood mirrors. Not even sure how you can make this work. Maybe something like that. Interesting. Christ car off camber wheels. The air is sticking out. This map requires all DLCs. Ah, thanks. I didn't look at it. Let's go with H shifter. It did say ZF16 speed, so let's go with that. Alright. Some manual shifting should work. Steering wheel adjustment. Can we tilt that a bit? We can. Go back a bit as well. That should work. Yeah, I see what you mean. Locking the tachometer and whatever that is. The one in the middle, the yellow icon in the middle that it's blocking, I think is only for when the engine is broken. So hopefully we won't need to mind it at all. Lights. Very nice clicky sounds. Check engine light. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's very crisp. I like it. Parking brake. Window. You have the crank there. Old school. I like. Okay, good. Let's go and drive to the mechanic to fix our wheels before they fall off. How did you get that mask? It came with the truck. Actually like it. It's very nice, huh? Very much in tune with the times. Wear a mask whenever you go out, guys. For your protection and others. Not a huge fan of the sounds though. Maybe we need to drown that out with some music. Let's have music in the stream. What? Oh yeah, 1 second. The mechanic is on the back, okay. A very nice truck. I found that everything that XPS does is amazing. The modeling, the optimization, the customization. Only the sounds are a bit lacking for me, oftentimes. What truck sound do you think would fit with this truck? Sounds from a DAF XF105 might be too new, huh? Might be too refined. We can give it a chance. Benefit of the doubt. Maybe you just have to get used to the sounds. It sounds more like SCS default sounds to me because it cuts off whenever you let go of the gas. Of the pedal. Cuts off very abruptly. Doesn't wind down or ramp down or however you call it. Let's fix those wheels. DD60. Sounds good. You like the sound better than SCS. Well, that's not a pretty high bar, to be perfectly honest. I guess. Let's get closer there. So we can see. So I think a bus wheels don't work. Yeah, we might have to pick one of these. Could see the difference in the models though. How edgy that is. It's not round, it's edgy. Is that better? I guess that's better. It's a very different color though. Well, that can work. A bit white, dark silver. I see. I think could work. Okay, let's try that. Let's just go with Raven here, maybe. Dark silver and Raven. And remove the hub cover. Actually, hub cover is gone. Okay. Here, dark silver as well, just to make it very consistent. 1 second. I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Not that one, this one. That doesn't fit. Nah, just have nothing there. Keep it simple. I guess that doesn't look too bad. Thanks for following. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining. Feel free to join us in chat if you are in the mood. Let's hear the engine again. Let's give it a second chance. I do like the startup sound. It's very nice. Very rough and gruffy. This one is still okay. It does change a bit when you rev up. You can hear it struggling. It's not very dynamic, but it's okay. But when you let go of it is my main gripe. Look at this, hear this. Yeah, suddenly. That's like the #1 fault from SES sounds as well. So I think he followed the SES pattern, unfortunately. But maybe we can mitigate that somehow. Let's see. Bar is quite literally on the floor. When did mosquitoes make music? Which music? The music that was playing a while ago? Alright, let's go and pick a job, guys. We are starting off in a different area now because we're in the garage. So here in Malbork. We do want to make our way to Gonti here. I think gravel driving with this truck would be perfect. So we could go for a different road. Which one haven't we explored yet? This one, the Nova Viesh. I think that S with the accent is SH, maybe? Nova Viesh, maybe. It's as close as I can get. So we can go west and just take that extra route for a difference. Alright, drive safely. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks again for the update. Perfect timing on that gravel. I'm excited to drive on gravel roads now. That would work. Crawler tractor, 13 tons. We'll see. That one would be better though. It's green as well. We'll take that one instead. Linky. Good. So where are we going? I like the steering wheel. Very different vibe. I remember Kriechbaum whenever I see this kind of steering wheel. I don't know why. It's probably because many of his videos, when he features his sounds, he has this kind of how do you call this one again? Force something steering wheel. Yeah, he oftentimes uses this with his custom trucks, custom private trucks. 5 minutes, thanks for the spot. Yeah, time is slow, but maybe not that slow. I think we'll have to jump there. That's the thing I always miss. Okay, let's see if we can get it at least before it expires. There's the job. Yes, it's still there. We ran into that problem herself. It's quite tricky, huh? I do like the look of that though. That looks perfect for our truck. That is a possible thumbnail contender if we can get a nice bridge to go along with it. I would guess that's a clock in the middle of the analog speedo. Almost 4 PM. The one on the right, we have fuel level on the leftmost part of the dial. What is that on the right? Oil temperature. What's the difference on the right part on the lower part? Oil level maybe is the one below. And this one is the air pressure, that middle part of the right dial. Okay. Engine brake, there is a toggle. There is no sound, but there is an animation. Very nice. Cool. And then the trailer is way on that side. Yar, blah. How are you, man? Did you join the snow running a while ago with Jack? So annoying when it happens, I know, right? They should add a warning like that. Whenever you pick a job, set it as a GPS coordinate. I hope they would like calculate the GPS and the ETA, and then if the ETA would be later than when the job expires, they would give a warning. Are you sure you want to pick this job? Something like that. Just to lessen those kinds of issues. Bakelitrat. Interesting name. One is the one problem. Ah, I see. Maybe the job extension mod would help. I think that job extension mod extends the deadlines. I'm not sure if it's also with the expiry on the job market though. I do like the FOV on this mirror. Very nice to see. It's not deformed or anything. Not skewing the angle with the FOV, although that doesn't guarantee a nice parking. Nice attachment. 1 second. I was hoping that would work. Am I missing something? There. There you go. It works. Didn't have time to join Jack today. Ah, I see, I see. Me neither. Oh, it's a different green. Ours is olive green. That one is a bit more greenish green. Is that the name? Bakelite? Is that how you pronounce that? Menu and we menu. No, I haven't. Should I be thankful that I haven't? I think I should be. Doesn't match on sub. Synthetic plastic. Ah, I see. Oh, that's a joke. Was that a convincing enough laugh? Or do we need, I think we need a badumts for that. Thanks. Not quite what I was expecting. But I guess that works too. That might actually be more fitting. Bacon light. Hey. Look at that, Alexo doing his work. Thank you. Almost missed it. I do think we need the music though. I'm not a huge fan of the sounds. Of course, I stop and stop signs. As Bla mentioned. Even in SnowRunner. Nah, not in SnowRunner. I know, right? Alex approves. I'm actually not sure if I need to indicate left here. Probably not. Because we're on there we go. Someone isn't familiar with driving manual anymore. How heavy is our haul anyway? Only 7 tons. That truck does not look half bad. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel, and if you're in the mood, feel free to join us in chat. How's the FPS doing now? Should be much better. Actually, it's not that leaps and bounds better, but then again, we are in a different place altogether. Middle of the city, I think. I think in this case, I'm more CPU bound though. CPU is getting close. At least one of the threads are. Patron. In the Philippines, it's Patron. That might be a different company. Just like Grand Utopia, this map file was very small. It was, wasn't it? They say great things come in small packages, right? Guess that's true here in this case. Hey Tomcat, thanks for the follow. Welcome. CPU bound because of the city. Because of all the different objects that are loading in and being computed. Unfortunately, Truck Sim is not optimized in the CPU department in that regard. It's slightly multi-threaded, but barely so. For the most part, there is still a main thread that handles everything. So even if you have like a gazillion cores and threads, there would be only one main thread. And if that gets maxed out, then you're limited in your FPS. And oftentimes when you're in a city, oh, this city looks so good though. I love how this street looks like. Just need a longer thread. Oh, I just used the permanent allowance. We need that one. Oh my goodness, it's at it again. Download some more threads. That's true. Just like how you download RAM. Oh, you can use it again. Nice. You made Jack proud. That's Jack's proud face. That can actually work. Yeah, I found that oftentimes the map mods are pretty small by default, unless there are lots of custom assets. I guess that makes sense, huh? Because if you're telling the game to load this road, make it look like this, then that kind of info shouldn't be too much in terms of the size. The main bulk of the size, I guess, would be in the textures and the other assets. Makes sense. Bad jokes, just like Alexa. Maybe some RGB would help, that's true. Ask Jack when he gets his new keyboard. They say that RGB doubles the FPS easily. The best truck game on mobile? Yeah, good question. not even familiar what truck games exist on mobile. But I would be willing to bet there is... Well, I guess if you're comparing from PC standards, there would be nothing that is good. But that is probably unfair to the developers. To the mobile developers. Oh man, this is so smooth. This truck is super optimized. And it feels just right for this kind of scenery. Some rural driving. That hood mirror on the right also adds to the scene actually. I like how it just gives you a little bit of a view of what you're passing through from a different perspective. It's quite nice. I wish there were two of them. Yeah, it's actually interesting. I guess... Yeah, I guess he would have wanted two of those. I didn't realize that before. Have you guys ever seen hood mirrors in ETS2? Like both left and right sides. That might be a fundamental difference, huh? Or is this maybe as designed? You only need a hood mirror on that side. Who knows? Yeah, in real life I would expect it would be there, but in ETS2, I'm not sure if there's actually if it's technically possible to have hood mirrors. So I would imagine XBS would place two of them here if he could. Ah, this looks good. The map. I don't know, there's something about it. There's something so natural about how everything looks. You won't even doubt yourself or doubt the map. Just feels like something that we would see in real life, which is very ironic being it a fictional map, but yeah, I guess that speaks to the skills of Pavolon, the mod author, the map author. I also like that he used the latest textures, not the outdated ones. And with Project Next Gen, I imagine that only got better. I guess we should be able to speed up, huh? In driving too subtly, too chill pace. No nose trucks in ETS2. No, nothing by default for sure. But yeah, mods we have plenty. 50. I hear a train. There is one. Scotsman would be proud. Yeah, interesting finding. But yeah, that'd be a good experiment because there are some trucks which are available both in ATS and ETS2, right? For example, the Freightliner Classic by John Ruda. I think there is an ETS2 version of that. And in ATS, if I remember correctly, it had hood mirrors. So I wonder, in its ETS2 version, does it have hood mirrors as well? Ah, that would be a nice experiment. If I get bored enough, I'll try it out. Although I'm not sure if the Classic XL for ETS2 has been updated in a while. I've never tried it. I'm not a huge fan of driving US trucks in Europe and Europe trucks in US. I like keeping them on their lane normally. Like driving a next-gen Scania on US roads, Just feels wrong to me. Although I know a lot of people do that because they really like the truck, so nothing against them, but personally I don't want to do it. Ah, looks so good. Even adding a mountain face in the distance. Also, even the mountains are properly made. I think he's using the workaround here because we can see the mountain even from afar. There's no pop-in problem. Good job. Man, he knows all the techniques, huh? And that being said, saying this map is optimized, there's actually more to it because, as you guys might have noticed, normally the heaviest FPS is when you're in the thick of vegetation, right? In the middle of trees, when it's a forest. That's usually when the FPS drops humongously because I guess of all the shadows or all the, I don't know, SSAO or whatever the game is doing. But normally I notice my FPS drops the most when I'm in the middle of the forest. In this map, being mostly foresty and still being optimized, that speaks volumes on how much has been put into the optimization of this map. And you don't feel like it's lacking or it's plain in any way. So, great stuff. Yeah, we rerouted. We are here actually, I think already. We discovered the city. That looks so good. This might be my favorite view of this map so far. Has all the things in it. Trees, mountains, well, hills, and that beautiful winding road. Not possible for you to drive it. Oh, why not? Because of the FPS? If you manage to log in next time, can you check if there are hood mirrors? That's mainly the question I have. Just to see if hood mirrors are possible in ETS2. 30. Oh, train. Level crossing. Interesting. DAF XF105 nosed version. Oh, I didn't know that existed. The DAF XF I'm familiar with are all cabovers. Goodness, even the railroad tracks look very detailed. That's everything in there. Very nicely done. ETS3. I don't think that's coming. I think they are planning on improving ETS2, adding DLCs, updating the graphics engine. I don't think they have plans of making ETS3. At least that's what they said. If they're working on something super secret, we wouldn't know until it's there or until it's close. But I am pretty doubtful that they are making something like that. I think their efforts would be more constructive if they continued updating ETS2 as they're doing now. Because they're overhauling the engine anyway, the graphics engine, the sound engine. So what more would a new game add on that if they're willing to change the engine in the existing game? And SCS is not very much not a money grabbing company from what you've seen, thankfully. So they're not going to make a new game, ETS3. That is beautiful. It even goes super fast, just like a real train would. Very nice. That one is not very nice. Did it actually die on me again? Correct range? There you go. Beautiful map. Goodness. No one will complain. Everyone, we will always get complaints. It's human nature, unfortunately. They'd have to make a new game altogether. Yeah, I think it would be wasted effort. With the amount of effort they're pouring into the game already, this ETS2 and ATS, they're willing to re-engineer it from a technical point of view. I think making a new game is just going to be a waste. There's a company recently that released a new game, isn't it? Isn't there? And they have been hugely criticized for it because the game didn't feature, the new game didn't feature really a lot of new changes and could have been an update instead, but they repackaged it into a totally new game. Oh, photo opportunity coming up ahead, and you guys probably know what game that is. But then overall, I think it's a good game. It's just that move that was not very good for the public eye. It seemed like a money grab. But then from there, I think they made up for it with the content and optimization, hopefully. Ah, that looks so good. Skies are not the best looking, but clear skies, can't complain. Grand Truck Simulator. I have not heard of it. Is that mobile? Or which platform is that on? Have a good night, Emil. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Now I'm not sure which thumbnail to choose anymore. So many good shots. Yeah, exactly, wise man. We'll never be rid of these complaints, unfortunately. I can't please everybody. Beam NG. I actually haven't played it before. How do you play it? From what I've been able to gather, there are like multiple scenarios, different scenarios you can do, you can try, like crash dummy test, and then can people do their own scenarios and stuff? I'm not quite familiar with how it works. Oh, dang it. Missed it by a few kilometers. Sandbox. Yeah, I looked at that game before. I eventually decided against it, but I can't remember why anymore. Maybe I was just too lazy. I have no idea what game that was. That money grab. No idea at all. This truck has nice visibility as well. I like it. Oh, train again. Where? There. Train! Oh, I'm missing Transport Fever. Maybe we should play Transport Fever 2 again. I didn't get a chance to play that so much. There wasn't so much interest in the channel anymore by then. But I think in terms of playing with trains, I would like playing with trains more from the point of view of Transport Fever kind of game, where I create tracks, I manage the tracks and build trains on them and see them from a distance than driving them. I have the completely different perspective when it comes to driving trucks or flying planes. I like to do the driving, the flying myself. But when it comes to trains, I'm not so fond of driving a train exactly. I'm more fond of seeing them, like watching them. So from that point of view, I think Transport Fever 2 is great because you can change. You have complete control over the tracks and how the trains will look and their configs and stuff. So that might be as train simulation-y as I would be interested in doing. Train spotter. Yeah, exactly. We could. Although I think Transport Fever might be better on a stream, so it would be more of a group effort. Oh, lots of trains on this map. Love it. So we can build the city together and you guys can guide me and correct my mistakes. Although a series could fit too. Have to edit it though, probably, which I'm too lazy to do. I will see. What game that is? Yeah, I'll let you guys PM it out. Don't even know where we are anymore, and frankly I don't care where we get to. I just want to drive these kinds of roads for hours and hours. This is perfect. So relaxing. Radar, we are within speed limit, thankfully. I do see a speed limit change coming up ahead though. So let the Jake brake, let the engine brake handle it. Perfect. Well, I'm not really familiar with AAA games. So there are probably a lot more scenarios like that in the AAA industry. But the one I was referring to is a bit closer to home, a bit closer to the theme of what I'm more familiar with. Conti, oh that's the one, right? Yeah, that looks like it. A dirt road. You have to drive there. Even if it takes us away from the path. So Jay, you mentioned that Expanse comes out Wednesdays. Does that mean the latest episode came out already? Dang it, then that means I've watched it already. It means I have to wait for a week before it releases a new one. Dang it. I was hoping to watch one over the weekend. So good though. City Skylines for free. That is a very good game. Requires a lot of creativity though. Something I quickly run out of. So it's not the best game for me. But that's what got started me in YouTube. City Skylines. A couple of people have been commenting on that first video of mine where it all began. I don't even have the braveness to watch it. I'll be cringing all over the place. Glad to see that some people are finding it entertaining. But yeah, look at this. Trees and trees all over the place. It's still pretty smooth. I can neither confirm nor deny that guess. Scenic sights never end. Star Trek Discovery. Yes, that's true. The finale. So wait, you were mentioning a while ago, Jay, it released already for you? Or did it release already, period? Truck and Logistics Simulator. Why does that sound familiar? That's a game for PC, right? Can't remember if someone offered me a key for that. Trees. What trees? Surprisingly though, yeah, that's what I would expect. But surprisingly, a 3080 still struggles sometimes with some of the trees. Some of the heavy vegetation, you kind of can feel the FPS drop. That means you go below 60, go below 50, or around the low 50 range probably. My eyes, oftentimes, I can notice when I go below around 50. When it gets like, for example, 120, and it goes down to 60, sometimes I can recognize it, sometimes not. But when it goes to 50, oftentimes I do recognize that. And sometimes here in ETS2 or ATS, when the map is not so optimized, you get to those levels even on 3080. So it's quite, yeah, I guess it comes with the optimization and stuff. So yeah, in terms of graphics, optimization, there is still plenty of headroom, I can imagine, because we've seen what the technology can do with Red Dead 2. My goodness, that game is gorgeous. Does Red Dead 2 use ray tracing? I don't think so, right? It still looks so good. So much details in there. Yeah, with that kind of graphics, you kind of start thinking, do you actually need ray tracing? Goodness. It does know how to push the 3080's limits though. If you crank up enough of the graphics settings. Very well done there. As AAA gets. Very nice junction here. Very unique looking, I don't even know what to call it. V junction. Here we are at Linky. No RTX and RDR2. Have I ever been inside a real truck? Actually, you know what? I haven't. No opportunity to do so. I have been near a real truck, so I have seen how it looks and have gotten the immense scale of it. Like, you see these trucks from the game, you see them, they look big, but it's hard to understand the scale or the size of these trucks until you get next to them. It's like humongous stuff. I remember when we were in, was it Germany or Poland? There was an MANTGX in the middle of the street parked. I was like, oh my goodness, I did not imagine that this truck is this huge. I've been driving it in truck sim, but yeah, the scale is something that is very hard to grasp until you actually see it in real life and compare it with how small you are. This guy doesn't look happy. Wait, was I late, bro? Bro. Oh, here we go again with this kind of parking. Oh, it's a bit different. Interesting. A bit more straightforward parking this time, although I think it's still challenging. So I think it's better if I approach it from here. VR. Oh, really? Interesting. I never thought VR could do that. Would make sense, huh? Yeah, I think we delivered to the same spot in the first video I made for Pomezania, but we were asked to park there. This time we're being asked to park there. Nice variety. Nice to see it's not flat. Good luck with the parking, thanks, I'll need it. Well, I don't see the line. It's not a good sign. Can kind of see it from there though. There it is. Very hard to see. We're very close to that case. Let's get a bit of fed room. Yeah. No. This way. Yeah. That was what I was fearing. Close enough. A dump truck. Oh yeah, that was a different one. The photo I took of the dump truck with Mrs. Clumsy wondering, why the heck are you taking a photo of a dump truck? There was something, yeah, and then I saw an actual MAN-TGX. I know because I looked in front. What truck is this? It's humongous. I thought it was like a special edition, but it only said MAN-TGX, so I guess, like, oh, I didn't know the TGX was this huge. Because the trucks I'm more familiar with are the regional trucks here in Singapore. The TGS. And stuff like that. I think it was more a truck for a... It seemed to me like it contained like stuff for concerts, like speakers and audio equipment. That's how it seemed like to me. That looks good. Ah, it's not too good from here, but it looks good from there. Field of view might not be the best still on that one. Okay, whew. Still accepted, thankfully. And this time, it was pretty acceptable. A bit on the left, but I can take it. Yeah, that's the one. Dump truck. That was in Poland, I think. Cool stuff. So our next target is Gonti. I hope we can find a job going there. Well, we can take this. Yeah, we can take that, but reroute. 4 minutes. Okay, we'll have to be very fast here. And then I have to... it's in the same spot, I think. Yeah, I think it's that trailer somewhere. One of these ones. One of these blue ones. Sorry. Change the color. That yellow looks nice. All. Yeah, I can take that. It's pretty rugged. Green and yellow. Mustardy yellow. Looks good. There it is. Alright, be right back, guys. Have to sneeze this out. not fitting. 1 second. Tequila. Yeah, I needed a shot. Just a refill. Put this on again. Oh, here it is. Order bigger ears from Amazon. That should work. There we go. All right. Whew, okay, let's go. Volvo. You guys want to switch to the Volvo for the dirt road? Doesn't seem to fit though. Seems a bit of a shame putting the Volvo through a dirt road. But I'm okay if you guys are. Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Thank you. These earphones are Shure SE215s. They're harder to put in to your ears. Like you have to squeeze the foam and angle them properly. But once they're there, pretty snug. You can do a concert with them and stuff. One second. Adjusting this one on the left ear. I'm still not quite used to it though. It takes some getting used to. The way you install them on your ear. Where is it? There it is. All logistics. I guess this is from a real company. I have no idea which country it's from though. He hasn't heard about it yet. Must have been busy. Yeah, that was real storyline, huh? Seeing lots of memes there on my feed. It's a very interesting turn of events, to put it very mildly. Hello? The ears need a software update? Yeah, I think so. What the? That might be problematic. I've had the same problem on the Volvo. I thought it was the Volvo's problem. No, apparently it's the trailer's problem. Now we won't be switching to the Volvo yet, Osman. Doesn't fit the road. Saw that coming. Sometimes a little bit of force helps. Just a tad. You broke the trailer. Well, looks pretty happy, 0%. Except for that crunching sound a while ago. Okay, should hear the gravel sounds here. I'll go and see Vic later. Hiromiki legendary ears. Bionic hearing. Oh yeah, the gravel sounds are so much better. You can hear them. but they're not overpowering the engine sounds anymore. Thank you, drive safely. That was one of my biggest gripes before when traveling through dirt roads. Now the engine is what you hear, which is exactly what I expect. Wasn't me. Same technique he used to. Yeah, just smash them in somehow. They'll fit in there eventually. My goodness though, I still love how these earphones sound. I'm still amazed whenever I hear it, whenever I put them on. It's worth the effort. Coming from my old earphones. Goodness. I was driving yesterday the Cummins N14 from Zmod. Oh my goodness, with the new earphones. Oh, sounds so good. And with the audio sliders maxed out, it sounds so good. I had to lower the game volume overall though, so they don't overpower the voice so much. Where is everybody? Oh, they're there. I think Panda was commenting something about it, right? About the traffic. Traffic seemed to have lessened even in the default map. Did SKRS do some sneaky update? I don't think they did. But then again, wouldn't be sneaky if we knew. Oh, is that a secret road? Interesting. Wrong way? Oh crap, yeah. Good call. So it looks like we'll have a use for that secret road now.
A few moments later.
In the form of a reroute. That's all in the plan, guys. Speaking of MANTGX, I hope there's no one at the back, but I think there might be. Why does this engine keep dying on me? It's so sensitive. I'm wishing I'd picked the day cab variant. Apparently, we took someone with us already. The cop was just mumbling. Oh, this trucker. Perfect. Don't you go bouncing off now. There they go. Hopefully there's no invisible wall there. Ah, somehow that worked. Kinda-ish. Road rampage. There we go. Alright. Man, this place looks good. Is the window down? It is. That's why it seemed too loud. It worked? Isn't that your definition of it worked? Maybe it didn't work as planned. That's what we call improvisation. TIR. Wonder what that said. Red Dead 2. Show info. Dang it! Okay, slow down. It says 30. This is this weird, I don't know what you call it. One-way thingamajig. Doesn't look friendly for trucks. What is that? Just noticed. There's like a floating grass in the mirror. Is that part of the truck? Or part of the mirror? We might have taken a bit of the forest with us, guys. Souvenir. Pretty nice though. Piece of the cop car. Yeah, I think so. Realistic stuff. You've done that in real life. You've taken a bit of souvenir. You have a traveler's mindset. What's that in front? A viewpoint. Have we seen that before? Ah, yeah, I think I've seen that. The silent trucking bit? No, that was a different one. I could have explored that. Too late now. Anyway. Tree branch on the left mirror, you've done it. Did you take it home with you? Take it back with you the rest of the way? Just left it there. Yeah, because it's a hassle. You have to go to the side, go down, try to shimmy it away. 60. Just cruise along. There you go. Yeah, it's what you've been waiting for, Osman. Finally, right? Wish granted. Tree branch reminds me of a certain stick yesterday. Certain stick from a bear, I think that was. Some offline conversations. Alex in his creative mind. I think that was more Jack's creative mind, to be honest. A something stick. A something that we can't say here. Here we go. Time for some adventure. A thingy stick, that's the one. Gravel. It still is audible, but it's not overpowering anymore. Nice. I like the balance of it now. What happens when there's a car on the opposite side? Who gets right of way? Whoever is braver, I guess. We have a lot of these kinds of roads in the Philippines as well. We are going to the countryside, going for a road trip, going to a resort or place for vacation. You have these small roads. And you'll have to be very creative with giving way to each other. This feels like that situation. The car backs up. Oh yeah, we've had instances like that before as well in real life. No choice but one car to back up. But yeah, that's where the dance starts, I guess. Who gets to move forward and who gets to do the backing up. Southern region vibes. True. The vibration of your wheel. Well, unfortunately, with the force feedback plugin, that was lessened by design. So there is minimal feedback for me. If I remember correctly, was it Suprik who is the original author of the FFB plugin? He mentioned that in real life, the vibrations don't really translate that much to the wheel for a truck. Not sure if you guys would agree, but that's what he said. I would have preferred the force feedback in there, but I guess he has a point. Off-road trucking, yeah. And rain looks like it's starting. The same route you trucked on with the branch event. You had the car back up approximately half a mile. And I guess you had right of way because you were bigger, huh? You get barely any via the wheel. So in real life there's really minimal feedback, so that is pretty accurate then. Yeah, I'm feeling something that's barely there, if any at all. So that might actually be realistic. It's less fun, but it's more realistic. You can go through deep puddles without feeling it. Very different, huh? Because if you were driving a car, you would really feel it. Impossible not to. Both in the suspension and in the wheel. Come on, you can do it. Goes to the water side. It's interesting. I would have expected initially, when I started driving these virtual trucks, I expected them to be just oversized cars. But then as we get into the more intricate details, you get more exposed to the subtle differences, like the engine brake difference and now the steering wheel. It's not just a larger car, even some of the fundamental designs are different. Not only with the scale. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, the seats are something I want to experience firsthand. I've never tried sitting on something like that. How do you call them again? Air seat or air ride? Is that the official term? Guess that's a trademark. But these older trucks probably don't have them, huh? These look like normal cushions to me. One second. Why is there no entry but the GPS is asking us to go that way? I think we have to go here. Go right, thank you. What are we hauling? I have no idea. I hardly look at it. Lemonade apparently, 23 tons. Making lemonade out of lemons. I'll take you up on that, Jack. Maybe after the pandemic though. Especially with the new strain and everything. Sounds like a plan. We've never been to the UK. He's hauling 2020. Have you guys watched the Death to 2020 movie? Mrs. Clumsy and I are halfway through. It's hilarious. The sarcasm in that movie. It's amazing. The subtle jokes. Jack and Alex would be proud. Upgrade to a suspension seat like those fancy luxurious shop setup for racing sims. Yeah, I actually was planning to buy one of those gaming chairs, but yeah, those gaming chairs are not really ideal for a tropical climate because they are leather, and if you tried sitting on leather when it's hot, it's not very comfortable. And so I decided on like an office chair instead with mesh, so I don't have to turn on the air conditioning every single time. Would get more air circulation overall. So yeah, not planning on getting into one of those fancy gaming chairs. Actually, I haven't seen a gaming chair that's made from mesh. Maybe it's not very cool looking. Maybe it's too officey like. Hey Jesse, welcome back. How was what's this, Rocket League? Did you win? Steve's video on them. Gamers Nexus. Oh, I want to watch that. Leave me a link in the Tech Talk in Discord if you can. I'd love to hear his thoughts on it. Office chairs are better for posture. I don't like them. They're too healthy for you. Thanks for following. Welcome to the channel, guys. Feel free to join the fun in chat if you are in the mood, or lurk away if that's your thing. More than welcome either way. Let's go find a chair from a semi and bolt it to the floor. If it was air ride, that would be something different, right? That was Steve's verdict. What? That they're... What do you mean? The better posture or the leather stuff? Oy, 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 oy. Almost stalled there. Well, at least we're not at any risk of going beyond the speed limit. Now we are. Thanks, wise man. 100%. Hope you still had fun though. Office chairs are better. I picked the right choice then. Yeah. I mainly did it for temperature purposes. Oh crap. This is not good. First gear, come on. Oh, there's a viewpoint. It's always a blast. That's good. So many JDARs. That's what a J-Mind does. A JDAR mind does. There we go. Enjoy the view for a bit while I get some drink. Yeah, the one Thor has. If I had enough space, I might look at that, but not in this setup. Space is always the number one concern for me. Logging feature. That's something that they'll be adding to SnowRunner soon, right? You guys excited to carry logs for 3 hours? Oh, Mudrunner days. Goodness. Multiplayer games. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you guys usually play in multiplayer? SnowRunner. That's always hilarious. Can't see anything from here. There's a bit of a bug with water stuff I see. It's not end to end. Like if you look at the right mirror, the right glass, the top and bottom aren't blurred. I guess there's like a slight mismatch on the mapping where they should be. Stranded Deep. It's a very nice game. Is it still single player? Like before? I think I saw some videos from Squirrel for that. Also worry about throwing a monitor. Sounds scary. Sounds too real for me. Conti. ETS2 performance issues, stutters, and you're not using mods. Yeah, that's saying something. Normally with mods you shouldn't get so many stutters anymore. Is it stutters or the FPS is really bad in general? Maybe your graphics settings are too high. Would work with Flight Sim. Probably not with Microsoft though. Peripheral support is still pretty edgy. Last time I checked. So it's not stutters. Yeah, you'll have to tone down your settings. Probably ETS2 is just not as optimized. Probably lowering the scaling would help a lot. It's normally one of the biggest FPS hogs. Yeah, but that's a good problem, because if it was stutters, that was harder to solve. If it's generally low FPS, then at least it's constant. It's mostly in the graphics settings. ETS is super optimized. Yeah, that's an interesting finding. Panda was also saying the same thing, right? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because ATS was developed later on, years after ETS2. So even the oldest maps of ATS are newer than many parts of ETS2 by default. So more tricks from SCS they learn, more optimization tricks. So it makes sense that ATS is a bit more optimized. Yeah, mirrors to medium. Yeah, the mirror distance. Even I don't have maximum mirror distance yet. I think I still have mine set to medium. So I'm not really that concerned about the mirror distance. It's not so much a concern to me when the things disappear in the mirror. The mirrors are usually on my peripheral vision anyway, so I don't need them to be that detailed. New lighting and in Texas. Oh yeah, so true. Super excited for 1.40. When the open beta comes out, I'm definitely jumping in with both feet, even if it's experimental beta. And I will live with the engine sounds if I can, for the sake of checking out the new graphics. Yeah, not sure how they can manage Texas. It's going to be humongous, right? Like if anyone is familiar, how large is Texas? If you like combine the existing states together, like California, Nevada, what states would you have to combine to get an idea of how large Texas is? To help us understand, for those of us who are not familiar. Because I know from the map Texas is huge, but how huge? Jay's having a field day here. Go around the right way. Where? Did I miss it? Wrong gear. It's harder to shift because the sounds are not as apparent. I can't tell by ears alone if I'm in the high or low range of the revs, because they're not as different from each other. So I always have to look at the tachometer. Normally I base my gearing on the ear based on what I hear. That's why there is a delay with the shifting. Is that a thing, Jay? Where did you pick that up? Interesting. Youngsters these days. Texas is bigger than France. Sounds good. If you compare it to the US states, is it like Cali and Nevada combined? That would give a good idea of how much the map would expand if you add Texas in there. That would be cool. Combined Washington and Oregon. Ah, that's nice, but it's not too large, is it? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can imagine everybody who streams will be streaming it when it's out. 695,000 square kilometers. It's big. Oh my goodness. The dirt roads never end. It looks like we'll be getting into some spaghetti junction soon. Not really spaghetti junction, but intestinal junction more like. Enjoy. Does it have RGB? It would improve your FPS if it does. The stick. Please no. Anything but the stick. The just now stick, maybe we should call it. It's a bit more family friendly. Come on. Goodness, driving here in manual is a challenge. Oh, that's huge. Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. If you imagine Texas will be like that, it's going to be literally like 3 DLCs in one in terms of the size. I hope it's going to be as detailed as Washington and Colorado. They sure have big shoes to fill with Texas. Yeah, that's the main problem for AMD graphics cards, the driver. The hardware, from what I've heard, is amazing, but the drivers are a work in progress, as they have been for the last couple of years. Hey, Swappy! 11 months, almost there, man. How have you been? Have you been flying? Your fancy A321 Neo? How are you enjoying it? Civilization. Civilization is in front of us. Hey, Jamnik. That mask, I know, right? So fit with the times. Nice touch by XBS. Actually, SCS should have added that officially. Is there someone there? I thought someone was there. Apparently it was only a shadow. Too bad we didn't encounter the chariot. The Polish guy on the dirt road. Was it on that dirt road supposedly? Maybe it was on the road that we didn't drive through when the road split. A321 and X-Enviro. X-Enviro is working in Vulkan now, right? Amazing stuff. One step closer to getting into X-Plane again. If I ever crave for it that much. Texas is bigger than Washington, Idaho, and Oregon combined. What the heck? If you add Wyoming, will it match them? My goodness. Must be random. Must have scared him off. Can't handle the clumsiness. Oh, that's too bad. Hey Thor, you were just talking about your sim rig. How are you? Or have you been driving recently? Came in the wrong direction. You mean right direction. Have a good one, wise man. Happy weekend. Alright, have a good night, Jesse. Catch you on Discord, man. Enjoy, and good luck with ETS2. And X-Vision, yes. Yeah, keep us up to date on that one. When X-Vision comes out, I might get back into X-Plane. Beautiful lighting from X-Vision. Hey, sorry. Good. Have you checked out Pomezania yet? It's an amazing map. Goodness. I did no such thing. No one saw anything. Blame the rain. Renault, anyone? Renault Magnum in particular? I'll pass. I've been looking at that truck for the longest time. Its look still hasn't grown on me. I think I will forever hate that look. Some trucks you get used to and you start liking. I think that's the exception. I hate to say it, but I like Ivecos more than that Magnum. The premium though, the premium I like. I like the classic look of it. And the Range T definitely, but the Magnum, I don't think I can grow to like it. Yuck. Pomezania is fantastic. You said it. Goodness. The level of map making the community is able to do these days, huh? I hope he keeps up on expanding it. That's one of the major concerns in the modding community, especially in the mapping department. Because amazing maps like this, it's awesome, but it's always a work in progress. So you need someone who's in there for the long haul. Otherwise, you end up with a half-finished project. Goodness. That's a big fine. That 40 came out of nowhere. At least we didn't fly off the road. I'll take it. So I hope Avalon is intending to work on this for the long time. Oh, still haven't slowed down enough. There we go. Stop. Was there a... Ah, no wonder. That police car is finally getting his revenge. Is this the same bridge we were on? Looks familiar. Oh, sneezing coming in. This map uses stock textures and is so optimized. Might be interesting. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If it doesn't use custom textures, then Frosty Mod should work with it. Might be a good experiment. Interesting, yeah. I might try it out. What is that? Perfect timing with the yay, yeah. Perfect timing indeed. Road narrows. Thank you. That's the problem though, isn't it? Because it's 1:1. The scale, the time, goes by very slowly. And that means the rain also takes super long to finish. Thankfully though, I think it's starting to thin out. Hopefully we can get some nicer weather before we end the stream. How far away are we, guys, to the destination? What does it say in the overlay? Transit 3 minutes. Oh wow, nice, perfect timing. Oh, what's his name? The kid. You always pissed off with your super accurate estimates. Too bad it doesn't come on the stream anymore. Top 5 trucks. Oh, my memory doesn't go that far. The best I can manage is, do you like this truck or not? Yes or no? Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble with YouTube with this. Fuso, and let me think. Fuso. I had to cut him off to get away from the music as soon as possible. Get the penalty in game than getting the penalty in YouTube. To be on the safe side. Daft. Yeah, I always get nervous when I hear music like that because you never know what YouTube will consider as copyright content ID or whatever thing. So I try to stay away from it as early as much as I can. Such is the life of a content creator. Always dodging with those music stuff. Come on. The last stretch, don't die on me. And with that, the rain has finished. Perfect timing. Oh, even sound effects? My goodness. Really? Wow. Way to promote the platform, huh? Doesn't look good, but we'll try. That might work. Nice. Rats. I highly suggest keeping the HDR on for better visuals, although some people actually prefer it off, but I guess it's a personal reference kind of thing. But yeah, the scaling is where I would trim down on for FPS. So first place I'd look. Sneeze. Ooh, okay, good. Perfect. Well, close enough. I can take that. Looks like there's a missing fog light in the front there. Wonder if I missed a dot. Anyway, all good. Optimization differences, yeah. Yeah, SSAO, that's a good point. That's something I would keep off. The visual improvement it brings versus the FPS impact is not worth it in my opinion. Alright. Yeah, it looks like a military truck. Let us end it there then. Thanks guys for hanging out. Thanks for recommending stuff, and thanks for the conversations. 65. You go on a dirt road and get some nice economy. Alright, have a good one guys. Have a great weekend. Catch you on Discord. I'll see you there. Clumsy trucking everybody. Appreciate the company. Bye-bye.